Hello and welcome to my island tour. I would like to say welcome or welcome back to everyone watching this. Today I'm going to be doing an island tour of my Animal Crossing New Horizons island, and the theme is Nuclear Ghost Town. Now, basically what that means is towns that have been abandoned due to nuclear fallout, usually because of a nuclear power plant explosion or because of a nuclear bomb. I hope I don't offend anyone, I don't mean to offend anyone. I really like the overgrown aesthetic of islands that have been left for a long time, and I think that the nuclear island aesthetic is kind of morbid but super cool. So let's get started with the tour. Here we have my airport. I have an orange airport. Apparently that's bad or boring. I wasn't aware of this until recently, but yeah. Here is my island flag. It's just some leaves. I think it looks pretty cute. And now let's look at my map. So here is my map. Over here is resident services. Then we have the shop, the tailors, the museum, the campsite, and the airport, which I am at now. And here are the residents. That's me, Dante. Then we have my girlfriend, Hope. Then we have Chevra, Tank, Shino, Flurry, Dom, Fauna, Ace, Egbert, Unca, and Croak. Alright, now let's get on with the island tour. So up here you'll see the island is very overgrown. We have trees that are growing out of the road and bushes that are kind of popping out through the concrete, and we have an abandoned car, and here is the tailors. The windows are broken and kind of popped out, maybe because of an explosion, maybe due to just being punched in by urban explorers. And here we have a lot of weeds growing out of the ground. We have some bushes, some vines, and a bin. We have a little gate over here. And over here, some more really overgrown areas. Lots of trees, lots of, like leftover boxes and crates that people maybe forgot while they were escaping. Here we have an oil barrel and another abandoned car. I really like the aesthetic of the mini car in an abandoned island, but I didn't know they had mini cars, so I got the luxury car first and I just placed that there. And here we have the museum with some pillars with vines growing all over it. And now let's go over here. Over here is the town hall or the resident services. Growing up, because I used to play Animal Crossing when I was little, and I've been playing it since I was like 9. I used to call this town hall. I'm not sure if it was ever called that, but yeah, this is resident services. And if we go down here, we have some more overgrown areas, and we have the shop. And again, we have some broken in windows. I really like the aesthetic of that. I think it looks really cool, and it looks kind of like people have been here and they broke the windows. Exploring, we have some oil barrels. We have a really overgrown area here with like a bike and some rocks. And now let's go to a build that I am really proud of. Over here is a memorial site. And it is a bit morbid, but I really like this build. It is basically a memoriam to all the people who I guess perished in the nuclear explosion. We have a lot of villager photos, all villager photos that I myself earned. I didn't buy any of them on Nookazon, and I have a dream of getting every villager photo of every villager ever made in the game. Obviously there are some villagers I won't get, like ones that were specific to games that aren't New Horizons, but I'll try my hardest. Alright, so now we're going to go down here and we're going to go look at the beach. The beaches are mainly just overgrown. They don't really have any specific builds on them. They're just, full of weeds and flowers and trees, and they're very overgrown. I really like the aesthetic of an overgrown beach. I think it looks super cute, and I want to keep my beaches mostly simple. So now let's go up here and we're going to go look at some villager houses. There is a build over here that I don't want you to see, so we're going to go right past that and look at that later. So up here we have villager houses, and here is Dom's house. Let's go say hi to him. And here is Dom's house. His favorite color is red, I'm pretty sure. but if it's not, his horns are red, so it doesn't matter. And it is supposed to look kind of abandoned, really messy, and there's a lot of stuff left over. There's like sloppy furniture to make it look like, you know, people left here in a hurry. There's some boxes and some bags. Maybe people forgot some of the stuff they were going to bring with them, you know, when they were escaping. And yeah, I think it looks really nice and simple, and I think it looks really cute. So now let's go look at some other houses. Okay, let's go this direction. And over here we have Shino's house and Ace's house. I really like the simple decorations over the sides here, like this mossy rock and this bicycle and the cement mixer. I think it's simple, but it's effective to make it look like it's been abandoned, and also this leaf pile to make it look overgrown. Let's go up here. Up here we have Chevra's house, I believe. Yep. And over here we have Anka's house. Since she's home, let's go inside. And quite like Egbert's house, this house is also very simple. So we have a yellow theme, or like a gold theme, since her favorite color is gold. We have some rubbish and some boxes and some trash bags. We have a lot of sloppy furniture. We have a sloppy bed. And, you know, it kind of looks like maybe we're both urban explorers exploring some abandoned houses together. I don't know if you've noticed, but mostly every character is wearing a hazmat suit because I gifted them to every villager before starting this island tour. Some characters have already changed out of them, but it's okay. Most of them are wearing hazmat suits. Alright, cool. Let's keep looking. Alright, now let's go this way. Over here is like an apartment building mailbox. So like how people share mailboxes in apartments, because I wanted to make this kind of look like an apartment complex, I guess. Alright, so let's go this way. Over here is Egbert's house. And over here is Flurry's house. Unfortunately, we can't go inside. We're going to go back down to Hope's house. Alright, now let's check out Hope's house. And here it is, Hope's house. And it is an abandoned hospital. If you look up some abandoned hospitals, most of them are kind of brick, and they have wood panelings because they're pretty old. And we also have a fountain out the front. And I think this build looks super cute. And let's go take a look inside. So here is a tour of the abandoned hospital. Here we have a ramshackle wall and a ramshackle flooring just to make everything look super abandoned and unkept. We have some wires on the floor. We have some sloppy beds, which I've used as like hospital beds. Okay, let's check out the next room. So here is like, I don't know what you call it, the pediatrics ward or something, like where they would keep like sick kids and stuff. I think this room turned out really cool and like sort of creepy. I put in bunk beds because, you know, kids like bunk beds, I guess. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, so here is the room on the left side, and it is like a staff kitchen, really messy and unkept, and I think it looks really cute. All right, cool, let's go to the next one. So this is the upper room. This is like a storage space, just a place where you can keep like books and stuff. I wanted to keep most of the rooms like simple. We have like a clock on the wall and a broom and stuff, some cabinets, and I think this turned out, oh gosh, I killed a cockroach. I think this room is super simple, but I think it looks pretty nice. All right, let's go on to the next room. Okay, so here's the upstairs room. Again, just another little storage space where they keep like medical equipment and stuff. I'm not really sure, you know, what goes on in abandoned hospitals. I've killed another roach. But when it was functioning, this would have been used as like a storage area. All right, let's go look at another room. And here is the basement. This is where like edgy teenagers come to like graffiti and stuff. We've got a pentagram on the floor. Maybe some kids come here to worship the devil. Over here we've got like spray cans that the kids use to do their little graffitis. We have a little trolley here with a trash bag, a fire, and a little futon where like a homeless person might sleep. You know, they get into the abandoned hospital and they come here to sleep. I think this room looks super cool. I think it was a really nice idea, and I think I did a really good job decorating it. And yeah, that's the basement. And that's the end of the abandoned hospital tour. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the island. Alright, now let's go take a look at the beach. So the beach starts over here. And the beach is simple, like I said, mostly overgrown. A lot of weeds and rocks and trees and flowers. We have an abandoned boat over here, really old and rusted, with an old rusted anchor. And up here we have some more overgrown areas. But most of the beaches are all pretty much the same, they're just overgrown. Alright, cool, now let's go up here. So let's continue looking up this area of the island. Again, more overgrown areas with lots of plants and weeds and flowers. I just think it's super cute, and also the beach is really overgrown over here as well. And here is my house. This is an abandoned nuclear power plant. Now, all around the perimeter of my house, I have fences with caution signs. Let's go inside and check out the nuclear power plant. Alright, let's take a look inside my house. So here we have the main area of the nuclear power plant. Mostly I just put things in here that I feel like look like they would be in a nuclear power plant. I have never been in one, unfortunately. Well, I don't know if that's unfortunate or not. So I don't know what they actually look like. There was a room here usually, but I have cut it off, so now there is no room. Let's go to the room on this side. Okay, so here we have just an abandoned kind of office room. Okay, let's go check out another room. Okay, here is a little room with some cameras. I like to think maybe the military comes to this island every once in a while and like surveys everything through these little cameras, because why else would this island have electricity if not like someone providing it? So like maybe the government is doing that and the military is like spying on people who come to the island. I don't know. This is my law, so honestly anything can happen, but okay, cool. Let's check out another room. Alright, so now we're in the upstairs room, and this is like where like the proper nuclear stuff is held. Don't ask what that is, I don't know. Maybe some like reactors, some chambers full of nuclear goop. I'm not really sure. A lot of the flooring is like kind of grassy because it's like abandoned, so no one's taking care of it. And it's like becoming overgrown and maybe moldy. That's the top floor. Okay, now let's look at the basement. Alright, and here is the basement. And it again is just another kind of office space. Maybe some people stay here and keep like records of stuff, 200 days without a burnt hand or whatever, I don't know. And it's kind of messy because like, you know, urban explorers come in here and they knock everything around. That's the basement. And that's it for the nuclear power plant, and let's carry on with the rest of the tour. Now let's go check out some more of the island. Now over here is a pretty exciting build. As you can see, there's some cliffs here leading into an explosion site. This is where some sort of nuclear explosion happened. Here is where, I guess, a reactor went off or something like that. It's away from the nuclear power plant itself and exploded, and now all of the cliffs around it are broken and have a hole in the middle. And I just think this looks super cute. And this is the actual crater where the explosion happened, and it's all fenced off. And this area is super overgrown. There's flowers and weeds everywhere, and there's vines going all up the sides of the cliffs. And I just think this build turned out super cute. Now let's go over this way. There is a bridge here, but we're not going to go over it. We're going to keep going up here. And here we have some more rocks and flowers and trees and weeds. And we have a little log with mushrooms on it. We have another tree up here and a little well. All right, let's keep going this way. And over here we have kind of like a junkyard. And I guess this was like the town junkyard before the place, you know, got evacuated. But yeah, that's the junkyard. Here is a villager house over here that obviously belongs to Fauna. Here she is. She unfortunately took off her hazmat suit and now she's in a workout costume. You know what? If you get tuberculosis, it's not on me, girl. It is not on me. Alright, let's keep going down this way to find another villager house. Here is Tank's house, I believe. Let's just look. Yep, there's Tank's house. Unfortunately, we can't go inside, so let's keep going this way. This direction we have a little garden. I like to think there are some people who didn't evacuate the town and decided to stay here to keep feeding like the native wildlife and the stray cats and dogs and stuff. And so they feed themselves using this little vegetable patch. Alright, cool. Let's go this way. Over here is another villager house. I believe it belongs to, yep, Croak. So let's go inside and check it out. And here is Croak's house. Again, his favorite color is red, so I made it red. And there's a lot of sloppy furniture, a lot of rubbish around. The like wallpaper or the walls are like breaking and you can see the stuff underneath it. And yeah, so that's Croak's house. Alright, now let's go this way and check out the beach. Oop, I had no idea Flick was here. Alright, here is the beach. And again, it's more of the same, so I'm just going to run along it. Just very overgrown, lots of weeds, lots of flowers and coconut trees. And that's the end of this beach. And that is the end of my Animal Crossing New Horizons island tour. I really hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun making this island. I actually make new islands like every 3 months and I post island tours to my YouTube channel. So if you feel like you'd like to watch those, you could subscribe to my channel, like this video if you liked it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!